One of the things we do on a daily basis as a coach is solve problems. Now, if a player is struggling with a specific skill or shot, it's our role to help them formulate a solution to the problem or to help them to get into a position so that they can execute the shot in the best way possible. Now, one of the tools at our disposal to do this is drill work. Now, we've been seeing there are a lot of drills coming out that claim to do certain things that don't. So as coaches, we need to be really careful that when we are formulating or coming up with new drills, we need to make sure that one, it's going to benefit the player, two, that it's fundamentally sound, and three, that it actually fits in with the way that a shot is actually played. Now, today we're going to take a quick look at a drill or two drills that claim to help you improve your bat speed. Right, the first of the two drills that we're going to look at, I haven't set up to show you guys it, but what it involves is a batting pad that is strapped on the back of the cricket bat. The player then sets up like this. They're setting up with their back foot flat on the ground. They're taking the bat back and they're getting in this position. The coach is dropping balls and they are swinging the bat like this with the batting pad on the back of the bat, which is causing extra resistance and extra weight to the bat. Now, this is apparently a drill that helps you increase your bat speed. Now, the second aspect to this drill, it's a sequence of drills, is where they take the pad off the bat and then they take a second cricket bat. So the player sets up again. This time he's holding two bats in his hands. And again he sets up, we're going to have a look at it from the front angle now. Again he sets up his back foot flat on the ground. And he takes the bat back like this, but he's holding two cricket bats. And the coach drops the ball in front of him and he swings with his arms like this. Obviously, the second cricket bat's adding more weight, and again, there's sort of a form of resistance training, which is apparently going to help you generate more bat speed. Now, the third part, they then do the drill, they get rid of the second bat, and the player then hits the ball from exactly the same position, just using one cricket bat. So why is this drill flawed? Well, this drill is flawed because this is not the optimal way to swing a cricket bat. The optimal way to swing a cricket bat is to unweight it, to create lag, and then to release the bat through the ball. This is going to generate the maximum bat speed. You don't generate bat speed by training your muscles and resistance training. It starts with using the correct technique, the most optimal way to swing a cricket bat. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. We are going to set up this drill, and we're going to use a speed gun. And we're unable to measure that speed, but what we can measure is the speed of the ball off the bat. So we're going to set up now where Sean and Ian are going to help us. Ian's going to man the speed gun. Sean's going to drop some balls for me. We're going to swing the bat in the way that they've shown in this drill, where we take the bat back from a square bat face, the way that they had the pad on it, and the way that they swung with two bats, where we're going from a square bat face and keeping it square all the way through. And then we're going to swing the bat the way that we've been advocating a bat should be swung for the last 15 years. And we're going to compare the results. Okay, we're going to set up like they do in the drill. Back foot flat on the ground. Bat face going back towards the wicketkeeper, square, all the way to the front foot. Sean's going to drop, Ian's going to call out the speeds and show you.
57. 63. 62.
Okay, now I'm going to unweight the bat.
74. 73. 71.
Okay, now for those of you thinking that I had a chance to warm up hitting the first three balls, we're going to do another set. We'll unweight the bat first and then we'll go to the way that it's done in the drill. Right, so first three, we're going to unweight the bat and hit our drives in the same position.
64. 81.
81. I read. There.
76.
Back to the flat-faced keeper. On arms.
61. 57. 63.
I'm sure that we can all agree, having viewed the footage now, that one of the ways is generating far more speed off the face of the bat than the other. And the way to achieve this extra speed is simply to unweight the bat and swing the bat in the most optimal way. It's not to swing the bat from square to square position, and it certainly isn't. We don't generate more bat speed by doing resistance training and putting pads on our bat and swinging with two bats, because this is training a bad habit. This is not the optimal way to swing a bat. So if you're looking for more bat speed and you want the ball to fly off the face of the bat, then start to swing the bat in the optimal way, which is to unweight the bat prior to striking the ball. Now, there are a couple of other issues with the drill that we're reviewing, and we're just going to show you the way that if we were to do a stationary ball drop drill, the way that we would do it, so that it's beneficial to a player, so that it's more realistic and fits in with the way that the shot is actually played. So there are two main issues that I have with this drill. The first issue is that players are being told to set up with their back foot flat on the ground. They're getting in a drive position, which is now a stationary position, and they're setting the bat in the incorrect manner. From this position, they're swinging only with their arms, and they're not getting a real feeling of what's going to happen when they play a drive. So the way that we would advocate setting up this drill, so that it forms part of the actual sequence of the way that a player moves when playing a drive, would be to set up, first of all, to unweight the bat, and then to set up with the heel strike, which happens when we move forward to play a front foot shot. So we'll unweight the bat, set up like that, and then drop the ball, and let the player effectively transfer their weight through the shot, the way that they would if they were playing a full stroke. And the important thing to note here is that when we're finishing with all of our weight over the front foot, and the corner of our big toe is touching the ground, and the top of our foot is pointing towards point. Playing from a position like this and swinging with our arms, we're sending a message that that's the position that we want to be in when we're driving the ball. So this is going to encourage players to plant and swing with their arms versus moving and transferring their weight through the shot and finishing in a position where they've transferred all of their weight through the ball. I hope you guys have found this video interesting. And one last thing to consider. So we did a calculation on the speeds off the face of the bat, and unweighting the bat generated 20.99% more ball speed off the face of the bat. So if that isn't enough reason to change the way that you're swinging the bat, then I don't really know what is. And the other thing is, I really hope that if you are using vertical ball drops, that you will start to implement the drill that I've just showed you, where we actually let the player get the feeling of an effective weight transfer while they're playing the shot, and they're actually finishing in the optimal finish position, which is with their weight having transferred all the way through the stroke, and with their head finishing past their front knee, with the back foot being off the ground, top of the foot pointing towards point, the corner of the toe on the ground. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed it.